Hi everyone, my name is Ms. Shabangi Bhanudas Sarunke, HOD of B-Shelf Civil Department. Today we are going to learn about a third chapter of building planning and drawing, and that is drawing of load bearing structure. So the content of this chapter is the drawing of single storage load bearing residential building, that is a 2 BHK with a staircase. Then we have to draw the data drawing. In the data drawing we have a development plan, elevation section, site plan, schedule of opening, construction note with the specification, area statement, planning and design of staircase, riser, thread for the residential and public work building. And then we have working drawing. In a working drawing we have to draw the development plan, elevation, passing through the staircase and WCs and bath, and then we have to draw the foundation plan of load bearing structure. So like this we have to draw, but before we have to draw everything we have to learn which all content we have to show in this drawing. For this, let's start our chapter number 3. The drawing of single storage load bearing structure, that is a residential building of 2 BHK with a staircase. The units which we needed in this is one hall or one living room, one kitchen, one master bedroom with an attached toilet with WC and bath, then one bedroom for a guest or children, one toilet within WC and bath, one veranda, one staircase going on a terrace. So like this, this is a plan which we can draw it a development plan for 2 BHK. In this you can see there is a living room, there is a veranda, after veranda there is also a kitchen, there is a dining room, there is a bedroom, master bedroom, also there is a WC and bath. Like this you can plan your house. And also they have specified the sizes of drawing room, the sizes of master bedroom, size of bedroom and everything. Not only that, they have also shown the schedule of opening. In that they have specified the door and the sizes of doors and windows. So like this you can plan our plan 2 BHK. This is a development plan of 2 BHK. And now the first is a data drawing. In a data drawings are used for every new projects. Data required for planning of a building is considered by thinking process. Data may be supplied as per the sense of plot, the size of plot and the requirement of owner. After preparation of the line plan, the detailed plan, then the elevation section, site plan, area calculation is prepared. Data drawing is the first steps of drawing of a building. In a data drawing, the first plan is a development plan. In a development plan is developed by keeping in mind the building to be constructed is cut with a horizontal section plane at a sea level and the view from the top. For example, as you can see in this figure, if you draw the development plan of this house, then you have to cut the house to that sea level. As you can see over here, the horizontal line has been there. After cutting to an sea level, you can see they have cut the house into two sections. Then you can see the upper part is upper and downer part is downward, and what you are going to draw, whatever you have seen from the top view. As you can see from the top, what you can see is this plan. As you can see in the middle, this plan you can see, and therefore we have to draw this plan as a development plan. Okay, the detail to be shown in the plan are, which all detail we need to show in the plans are the wall thickness and the column size, the area of each unit within size, the name of the unit, the location of the door and the windows, the staircase, the location of WC, bath, wash basin, urinals, sinks, etc., roof projection, slab projection, chacha projections. In the presenting drawing, the internal arrangement of furniture can also be shown. Means this is an option. If you want, you can show, or else it okay. Then you can also show the external dimensions, plinth projection, north direction, title, section line, scales. So all these things should be shown in the development plan. As you can see over here, how you are going to draw the development plan. After drawing the development plan, you can see there's a name of units, where it is this unit is called, size of the unit, where is the doors and windows, the projection of chhatja, the projection of the roof, the plinth area, everything has been shown in the development plan. Even the section line, north direction, it should be shown in the development plan. Now the next one is the elevation. It is a view of a building from the outside. For drawing this, all the heights, plinth height, seal height, then ceiling height, window height, door height, thickness of lintel, thickness of slab, the height of parapet, etc. must be known. The suitable scale done elevation is 1:100 and 1:200 or 1:50. As you can see, for elevation we should know all these heights. Plinth height, then we should know the plinth level, seal level, lintel level, ceiling level. Then we should know the floor height, the lintel height, the seal height. Seal level and seal height is different. Why? Because seal height we calculate from the plinth level and seal level we calculate from the ground level. Like this, they both are different from each other, because one we consider from the ground level and one we consider from a plinth level. If we consider something from the plinth level, it is denoted as an height. If we consider from the ground level, it is denoted as a level. For example, seal level is 1.50 and seal height is 0.9. So like this, you should know the difference between that. The next is a section. For construction of building, the various details are required about length and the width. The section line should pass through WC and bath and the staircase. The internal detail of the height of a step, the height of landing, the height of staircase, thickness of plinth, thickness of dado, the height of ventilators in WC, the detail of roof, etc. Section line show in the ground floor has the same location of the section line in the first floor, and so on. The observer can stand on the section line and he can seize the direction of the arrow. Whatever the details are shown should be drawn according to a type of a section. Their details must contain a detail from the foundation to the parapet wall. Like this, you can see one room has been cut vertically. After cutting vertically, whatever thing you can see, you have to simply draw it from the foundation to a slab level or to the plinth level. You can see as you are cutting the wall also, therefore you can see the wall is also been given some symbols, that is a brick symbol. Then it is going from the WC, therefore the symbol of dado has been given. Then there is a door is coming in between, therefore door has been placed over there. Then there is a room opening, so they have shown the room opening. Then there is a wall, they have shown the wall. Then there is a door, they have shown the door, and like this you can see whatever the section line has been shown from going from the detail has been shown in the section plan. Okay, the next one is a site plan. A plan showing the location of the structure with respect to some permanent features like some neighborhood, road surrounding it, etc. is called a site plan. It is drawn to a scale of 1:500 or any other convenient scale. It includes the following detail. Site plan means what? Yeah, not only the location of our plot has been shown, also the location of the nearby areas is also been shown related to our plot, so that one can easily identify where is our plot. Now, what in a site plan, which all detail we require is the shape of the building with the external dimension, then the plot size and number, plot in vicinity, north direction, compound wall, main gate, trees, electric poles, road width, permanent structures, temples, etc. Like this. You can see over here there is also an temple and everything over here. Not only that, we have to show the detail about our plot. Okay, this is our plot, and in the center there is a plot area, and this all is a pipe which is going through it. In front side there is our road So even the water pipeline supply line we have to show it, even the manhole we have to show it, even the sewage line we have to show it, even we have to mention at which scale we have drawn it, even we have to draw the fences or the compound wall, the main gate, etc. we have to show. And if you see this, this is known as a site plan, which shows in detail about our site. Now the location plan. In the location plan, the two distance and the one angularity measurements or a distance of sight from the permanent object at two corners of the plots are used. In location plan, the boundary towards all the direction, that is north, east, west, south, are described. The boundaries are fixed with respect to some permanent object around the plots, like this. You can see your plot is here. In respect to your plot, you can see there are many structures around your plot. Even the roads has been shown. Even if you see the Google map, you open the Google map, where you stay, if you zoom out, you will get the location plan. Whatever you are zooming and after you seeing, that is known as a location plan. You are seeing your location with respect to some permanent structure nearby you, so that you can easily identify your land or your plot. So this is the location plan. The location plan can be drawn in the scale of 1:1000. Then we come to an foundation plan. The foundation plan shows the excavation that must be done on the site for laying down the foundation of a building. Load bearing and the frame structure differ in their foundation. Both the foundation plans are different from each other. Diagonal measurements are for checking the accuracy of a foundation plan, like this. This is a foundation plan. In the foundation plan, as you can see, we have to draw the wall. That is not actually the wall, that is an plinth beam. We have to draw the plinth beam. After drawing the plinth beam, you can draw the main, that is an excavation part, as you can see. Then there is an excavation line over here. After excavation line, we have to draw the diagonal line. After drawing the diagonal line, we have to see that with respect to a diagonal line, each and every dimensions are correct or not. Like this, we have to draw the foundation plan. So this is all about for this video. The next part we are going to see in our next video.